What are your expectations of the Ducks tomorrow night?
The plan for the Ducks is indeed for Ryan Miller to be in net tomorrow night.
I think at home there was that feeling that there was still more time, and knowing that there wasn't anything left after that, it was challenging in a different way.
Knowing that this is it. I mean, the last time we saw him, we knew he had one more in the tank. This is it. After 18 years in the National Hockey League and everything that led up to it.
You know, there are no more tomorrows. This is the final game of this season and his career. And he wants to be able to say, you know, in that last 60 minutes of his career, that he left it on the ice and walked away proud.
Our relationship as a team is, go out and play and play till the buzzer. And this gives me a chance to just close up this part of my relationship with hockey.
Finally, one more game and this guy can finally live off of Noreen's paychecks. Few final picks for Mr. Mills.
Despite a disappointing season for Anaheim, this is somewhat of a remarkable accomplishment, and an accomplishment nonetheless that the NHL and the Ducks have reached the end of a 56-game schedule. In his 18 years in the National Hockey League, it is Miller time one more time.
The faceoff carries in, back to Fiala, drive and a glove save by Miller. Got it to Greenway, who works out front. Miller down, and by Bukestad, a shot saved by Miller.
After 18 years in the NHL, Ryan Miller is playing in his final career game tonight here at Xcel Energy Center.
Hansen plays it across. Mahura with a long shot, and he scores. Sounded like it was tipped on the way.
Redirected in by Ricard Raquel. Fiala for Kaprizov, in on goal, centers it, they score!
Kaprizov in, Hartman scores! Sturm to Bonino, he scores! He's trying to catch up with the play, Fiala in, and in the middle, Dunbar. Knocked down by Miller, loose puck, and Miller's able to cover.
Played by Comtois, head for Zegras, in with Perry. Zegras in, shoots, he scores! The Ducks have cut it to 3-2.
And Miller is still back there for Anaheim. They need to get him out of the crease.
And it's put out by Johansson to the Anaheim line. Ryan Miller is off on the bench.
Comtois rolls it back to the line. Fowler with half a minute to go behind the net for Terry.
Checked by Suter, puck fired, score!
Anaheim with Ryan Miller pulled, ties the game with 25.5 seconds left. The Wild and Ducks will go to overtime.
Terrific comeback by Anaheim. They kept fighting, right from the opening faceoff in this third period.
The slot, Johansson off the Fiala, hard pass deflected off Fiala's stick. Ryan Miller cleared it ahead. Comtois with Zegras. 2-on-1 developing. Here's a feed in front. Oh, and a blast there by Price.
Let's go, get the fresh one.
2:18 to go, 3-on-3 overtime. There's a break for Minnesota. Rouse shoots, he scores!
We played a good game as a group. There was a chance to win there, and that's all I ever really take on the ice with me is I need to give the boys a chance.
Ducks players congratulating Ryan Miller as his career comes to an end tonight.
Obviously, when we signed him, being able to share the net with him and use him as a learning tool and not only see the player he is, but the person he is. I mean, he's an even better person than he is a player. So, I mean, it was just a very fortunate experience for me, and being able to play with him for the last 4 or 5 years, I mean, I can't stress enough how thankful I was.
It's always something when you see the respect that NHL players have for each other in the history of the game. Congratulations to Ryan Miller on one phenomenal career.
battle, boys. Thanks. Good work. I don't know what else to say. Here.
For a player that, like myself, who's kind of, winding down in the career, how many years I have left, I don't know, but, to kind of see the reactions, all those kind of things, the appreciation. Your parents, I mean, for them to be part of it is so cool. Over the last few years, I'm sure the support was there for them. You didn't rely on them for things, but you forget, at times that you played hockey your entire life, and the amount of things that they did to help you and help mold you to the player you are, is incredible. So it's an opportunity for them to be rewarded for all their hard work as well.
This was definitely a unique season for us. I think definitely the most challenging that I've had to experience throughout my career. You kind of had to keep that distance to keep everybody safe.
With the COVID testing every single day, sometimes twice a day, the travel, playing in empty buildings, there's been a lot of adjustments that we've had to go through, but even in a tough season, I think it was all worth it.
I think we did a great job as a team of staying safe and staying healthy. Guys were very responsible in making sure that we weren't letting COVID come into our locker room and spoil any of our games. So I'm really proud of our team for doing that, and everyone involved, staff as well, for how we handled it. And it's going to be something that we certainly look back on and talk about how crazy of a year that it was.
I wanted to have a few takeaways, obviously. With the year we had, it's hard to really touch on success and more on the process of building a winning organization again, where we take pride every time we step on the ice, and we got to have the expectation going into training camp next year that we're going to be competitive and compete for a playoff spot. And it's been a few years now since we've been in the playoffs, and it's time to kind of turn around. So I wanted to touch on those things a little bit, and we'll touch on them throughout the summer and getting ready for camp.